Well, we release it on Sunday. Hey
Sunday.
guys, welcome to JacksTreasures and what? Not another reselling podcast. Who this
Hmm.
is our guest Brenden, who, by the way, doesn't even know when we release our
Nope.
videos.
I don't.
So
I didn't know that.
this is the only way I could get him to even watch the video.
Well, then we don't have to feel bad that Brian forgot who our guest was going to be this week.
Oh, you really had to point that out.
I mean, I'm pretty forgettable, so that makes a lot of sense.
No, he is not, guys. He's being thing. All right, today this is episode number 54. We are going to be talking about reselling and reviewing for maximum profit, guys. Our show is it's about the live side of reselling. We keep it raw, real, and uncut. We just want to have an honest conversation and get the real truth about reselling.
Our guest today is Brenden, BigTimeFlips. He is a reseller who mostly sells on the static sites and does product reviews on Amazon. Please welcome Brenden.
Please welcome.
Brendan, and you introduce yourself.
Please welcome me. Yeah, I'm Brenden. Big Time
Mhm.
Flips from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've been selling for 7 years, like more so full time, 5. And like I said, I do reviews on Amazon. I do like videos for products for other companies. That it's like UGC is what they call it, user generated content. So I do all that in
Right,
between
right.
selling, and it's a busy life. It's a busy life, but
Oh,
I keep
he's a really, really busy life, guys. He's also co-host to This Week in Reselling on
yes,
Ray, the Nashville Flippers site, and he has been on there for over a year now. I think
yeah.
um, you
That's
and
like a
Joe.
true professional podcast, by
Yes,
the way.
that's the
Not
one
even
that everybody
close.
really watches.
Not even close. I watch you guys.
uh,
I watch you guys podcast, but I didn't know. Like I always see it like a couple days later. That's why I didn't know when it comes out.
Right.
Yeah, we actually will be launching this one on Sunday, this upcoming
Yep.
Sunday. So, and
Okay.
this one is going to be coming up this Sunday.
All
We have
right.
also had the pleasure, and I am going to say the pleasure,
Mhm.
because guys, if you have never met Brendan in real life, you're missing out because I want to tell you somebody that uh, is genuine. He is genuine.
Yes.
Okay. He's a very, very nice guy. And just, I think he would literally give you the shirt off of his back
Probably would.
if the need arose. And we met him at the Nashville meetup. He was at both of the two Nashville meetups, and we don't remember the first one too much because basically I was high as hell, and also I just had surgery.
Right.
That'll do it.
And Brendan was on the run because he just got out of prison. Okay,
That's what
Facts.
I've
that's
That's
what I've
100%
heard.
correct. Yes.
heard.
He is also known for his story about running out of gas on
Hmm.
one of the busiest highways in Nashville
Oh my.
during the Nashville meetup. And I'm sure that we will hear that story right
Oh
there.
yeah.
But before we get going into what we're talking about right now, I have a question. This is our icebreaker question
Okay.
right here, and it is before reselling in the YouTube world, Brendan. What was your most random or weird job that you ever had?
Oh man. First of all, I want to say thanks for those kind words. I appreciate those. And I think I used to work in a
Oh,
pickle
no worries.
factory, and that was not fun.
Oh, wow.
And because I had to, I
Oh,
No.
smell like
I
really?
love pickles.
yeah. I had to wash. I wash my clothes every single day because I smell like vinegar, and it was just
Hmm.
a dirty job, and it wasn't fun. It was hot.
I can imagine.
It was in the middle of the summer. Not good. I
Hmm.
had to like cut the tops off pickles to put them in the jar, and then like clean out vinegar tanks and all that. It was not fun work.
Right.
Not fun work. I
I
don't
can
miss that at
imagine.
all.
I bet you he had some stories about what goes happens
Yeah.
on those
I don't want to know.
yeah, those pickle
No, I
jars
don't want to
and
know.
stuff. We live in Georgia, and the peanut factories down in middle
Oh, where they do
Georgia,
the plants.
they when they do those plant reviews, oh my God, they've shut down those plants because
Yeah.
of so much stuff
And
that has
the
literally
chicken
fallen
processing
into
plants too.
the peanut butter and stuff. So
Like what kind of stuff?
absolutely crazy.
What kind of stuff falls in there?
Uh, like rat feces is one of them.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
know
good.
that they shut down one, and that was a major plant down in South Georgia. That one I don't think has reopened yet because
Oh,
I don't think they're
really?
going to recover from that one.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, now I don't want
Is
peanut
that
butter
what you
anytime
talk about
soon.
rat feces?
Yeah.
Well, Tracy loves pickles, so we're gonna definitely not have to hear any of those
We don't need those
stories.
stories. This is our Real Talk Q&A where we ask the tough questions to our guests to hopefully gain some knowledge. How did you first get started reselling?
Yeah.
I used to do a little bit after high school. I used to do like sell like CDs and stuff. I only did that for a summer, and then I stopped. That was just like a temporary thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then back in 2019, one of my friends was watching YouTube and like was like, "Man, people like make money doing this," and then record it, you know. And I was like, "Well, let's give it a try." Or he was already doing it, so I was like, "Well, I'll give it a try." And I bought all these things. I was like, "Oh, this is fire!" And it was all. It took me all like 3 years to sell everything I had because it was all no good. So I almost quit like 3 times because I was like, "Man, this doesn't work. I don't know how people are doing this like
Mm-hmm.
this." And then just kept with it. And then I went full time after COVID because I got laid off my job, and it didn't come back. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna ramp
Oh,
it up
okay.
and see how this goes. And it's been a roller coaster. I've gotten into many different platforms and uh, met a bunch of people. Met you guys in Nashville. That's how I
Mm-hmm.
got more into the community. As I started going to meetups. The first meetup I went to was by myself, so I just wanted to meet like-minded people. So after that, because
Mm-hmm.
it's like you spend so much time by yourself doing this, I was like, man, this sucks. I was like, there's got to
Oh
be other
yeah.
people out there. So, but yeah. So that's been since 2021, and here I am, still selling. Yeah, like you said, Etsy and Walmart, eBay. Sometimes anywhere I can sell something, I'll sell it anywhere.
Except for whatnot,
Except for
right?
I've sold like 8 things on there, but it's all been. Hold on, just a second.
Okay.
Okay, it's been I've sold like 8 things on there, but it's been like on the buy it now section. Like I don't do shows
Yes.
because
Yeah.
I
That's
don't I
actually a
don't have
question that we have on there too.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the volume for it. Like I just don't have the volume to do shows like that. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But selling on Walmart, that's something that I might have you on as another guest on that one, just to talk about that, because I've seen a lot of the stuff on that. And as a matter of fact, Tracy and I were talking about that literally today
mhm.
or yesterday when I was doing the show notes. And I was like, one of the things that I noticed about that, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll ask that question now, is, and we noticed it about Amazon too, is that this when I talk to Corey from Grams and Pops Vintage, Corey always tells me that on eBay, people always say, "Hey, where did you get that?" "Oh, I bought it on eBay," or "I bought it on Walmart," or "I bought it on Amazon." And the buyers all relate to the platform. Now, I
Right.
know that on eBay you can have your own store, which we have. We have two stores ourselves, and on Whatnot, obviously, we have our own. We run our own shows. So when people come into those shows, they're definitely buying from Jack's Treasures, or because there's like thousands of people running almost the exact same stuff on a Whatnot. But on Walmart, I noticed that the sellers don't really have like per se a selling page. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really see what they're selling. It's just like, say, if I'm gonna ship it myself, it'll say like, um, it's available through Walmart or packed and shipped by BigTimeFlips. It'll just be like
Hmm.
you can see like the reviews. They got reviews and stuff like like for service and everything. But yeah, there's no product
Hmm.
page. You can't see everything that they really have
They
for sale.
don't want you to differentiate yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're not really encouraging that.
yeah, and I think that was the same way on Amazon too,
Right.
right? Yeah, we used to sell a lot on Amazon until Amazon decided that we weren't worthy of
Yeah,
selling
they
on
gated
Amazon.
us in all of
They
our
Yeah, they
favorite
literally
brands.
gated us on everything that we had been selling. And Tracy and I had my Whatnot account is older,
Amazon.
or my Amazon account is older than my eBay account. No, it's not,
Okay.
but it's older than my Whatnot account by
Yeah.
far. But now I don't even think we have anything on
But
Amazon.
I actually deactivated our whatever the professional mode we're
Yeah.
not paying for a professional anymore. So
So,
There,
what? Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that Walmart's starting to do that now. They're starting to like prohibit categories and stuff from sellers to sell. So like you got to be really like careful on what you sell or you send in there to their warehouse, because if it's prohibited, you can't do anything with it, and then you got to pay to get it back to be have it sent back and all
right.
that stuff. So yeah,
That
they've
happened
been.
to us with Amazon,
What were you
and
guys
the
selling
funny
on
thing was,
Amazon?
A lot of office supplies.
well, it was the makeup that
Okay.
really got us
Yeah, we
because
used,
we
used to
were
do
fine. I
makeup,
mean, they
but
let us send it in. We sent it in to Amazon, and we were open to sell the makeup, and we were selling the makeup, and I guess the makeup company
yeah,
decided to say no, and we got it all in a storage unit. And the thing about it was, is it was all brand new, none of
Yeah,
it
all
that's
in
good.
was
date,
all in
all
date, everything. So it
legit.
was all legit, but on eBay it was only worth like about $2 or $3. But throwing it up on Amazon and then having them take care of it, we were
Mhm.
making $3 or $4 per each one. But then they ended up having to send it all back.
And
I was
then
like,
Yeah.
after that, they knocked us off eventually, and we couldn't sell Paper Made. I couldn't sell Posted. I couldn't, and those were the brands I'd sold for years and years and
mm-hmm.
years. So
And
Being
again,
a
everything that we did was new.
Yeah, being an Amazon seller now, it just feels like a headache. Like it's
hmm
Mm-hmm.
so much you got to go through with them to keep them happy and know what you
Mm-hmm.
can't sell, and you getting ungated and all that stuff. And
I
I don't
think
even know. I'm ungated to
if
some
you want
stuff,
to
but
do
yeah,
Amazon, you have to do just Amazon now. Trying to do
yeah,
Amazon is like a little sideline now. It's not really feasible.
Yeah,
yeah.
and not only that, but you have to have that LLC, and you have to have all of those things. You have to have your receipts. You have
Yeah.
to have the thing, and you literally got to be a wholesaler, you know,
Right, yeah.
at that point. And that's not where we're at, not our business
Mm-mm.
model at
Mm-mm.
all. So, what made you choose static listing over live selling?
Like I said before, I just don't have volume, like places to get volume for live shows. That's pretty much why I don't
Mhm,
do it. Um, if I had
mhm,
that, I would probably give it a chance, but I can always get stuff like I go to a lot of state sales and the bins and stuff like that, and I always get stuff, but not
mhm.
like how you guys do it, have like all kinds of stuff. There's just no way for me to do that. The only thing I have like that around here is like Amazon pallets, and I don't want that because it's all
Right.
like
Right.
returns and all that. So I'm not gonna deal with that. So that's basically why I don't do it. Um, I've had so many people ask me that why I don't do it. I'm just like it's almost like I can't. I mean, I'm sure I could find something,
It
but
doesn't work for everybody.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
yeah,
you were definitely correct in what you said is that you have to have an inventory for it. Because the one thing that I know about live selling is that no matter how many times I hold up an item, I'm either going to sell it eventually, but I'm going to lose 50 buyers, 50 viewers before I sell that one item because they're going to get sick of seeing the same item
Yep.
over and over and over again. But if I got rotating stock, which buying storage units that definitely affords us to do that, it just helps out with doing that. So makes a lot of sense.
what do you guys do with the inventory that like if you can't sell it, like you've run it so many times and then nobody wants it? What do you guys do with that stuff?
We're having a yard sale this
Yeah.
weekend.
Oh, that works. There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, we actually have a couple of modes, and we talk a lot about it on our channel about being storage buyers because we at one point we were probably buying, what would you say, 3 to 4 storage units a week practically.
Yeah.
Wow.
And with that, you're flipping a lot of inventory, and you have to get rid of the inventory that doesn't sell, the dead stock. You can't afford to have a big, huge death pile. You cannot afford to do that because
Right.
having a storage unit costs money and then you're eating in all of your profits. So you
Mhm.
have to have some place to get rid of that stuff. We donated so much stuff to Goodwill before we discovered, things like Whatnot. Whatnot has helped us to move a lot of stock. Also, there's a couple consignment stores, one of them in Nashville,
Yep.
Okay.
and that's called McKay's. And we discovered McKay's when we bought a storage unit in Nashville. And we discovered that McKay's is like I don't know, do you have a second in Charles up there?
No.
Half
What,
price books. That's another one. And
No. You guys got all the
Like
good stuff. I don't have any of that good stuff.
Plato's Closet.
I got that. We have Plato's Closet and stuff like that.
Yeah, Plato's Closet, you take clothes in and they'll take some of the clothes and then they give you money for the clothes, or they give you store credit for the clothes, and then you go and you can buy whatever that you want to turn around and flip. That's what we did with that with all of our stock with McKay's. I could turn in all the media stuff that I wanted. And any media stuff that wasn't sells, DVD, Blu-rays, records, video game consoles. Oh my gosh, I must have given them, I guarantee you I gave them at least 40
OG Xboxes, or
no, not
Xbox
OGs,
360s.
Xbox 360s. And they ended up giving me like $800. So I take that $800 and I go into McKay's and I said, okay, I want that, 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 because I know I could sell it on whatnot. Now,
you buy like Nintendo Switch games and
and you know what I'm doing is I'm turning that dead stock into livestock at that point. So
livestock.
I said livestock. Like I'm a farmer. I'm not a farmer. By the way, I'm the probably least farmer guy you have ever met on the planet. And
so you're not buying cattle at the case. Is that what you're saying?
No
cattle. Oh, okay.
Nope. I've actually I will say this. My brother did go to an auction. Oh my God, you're talking about 1980. I want to say 85 or 86. We went to a cattle auction and he bought a cow. And there are stories about that cow, and my brother thinking that he's a farmer and knowing what the hell to do with a cow. And I get to actually say this. I'm probably the only person on the entire planet that has been stampeded by one cow, and that sucker went completely over me and never stepped on me one time. But it is a wild story too. I mean, this type of a story that you literally sit down and start drinking and go, I bet you can't top this, and if you can, you got to take a shot. And I tell those stories about that cow. I won't drink one, and the other person will be plastered. Yeah. And every one of them is true.
All right. Back to our question.
That's a first. Stampeded by one cow. I've never heard that in my life.
One cow.
Oh, so what static sites do you currently sell on?
The easier thing would be where don't I sell on, and that would be
okay.
All right, so I'll just list them off. So, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook, whatnot, I guess, Etsy. I tried Vinted, but it's not working out for me. Like, it's just I get no traffic there at all. The only I use Vendu, so Vinted.
Okay.
Do you do Depop?
I did, but they kicked me off like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. So. a friend of mine uses it, and I've been thinking about trying it, so that's why I'm asking. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Like, I've been trying to get my account back, and they're not having it, so I gave up. Yeah. I use Grailed, which is like a Depop competitor, but that's another site that I don't get traffic on. So pretty much, what is that, like 7, 8 marketplaces, and I only do it most of them because I use Vendu, and it takes 30 seconds to list it over there. So that's mainly why I do all of them. Yeah.
And you got Walmart. Right?
Walmart, yeah.
Amazon?
No, I don't do Amazon. I kind of gave up after they're regating.
Any of the sites on the District?
No, because I had District, and I met one of the guys that ran it when I went to Omaha. They had the meet up there. Was it 2024? And I had it and all that, and I just never bothered with it. So, I don't know if you can sell static listings on there. I don't know. I just kind of forgot about it.
You can.
Yeah.
You can? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can.
We actually
depending on whose platform you're on and stuff.
We sold a lot of static listings on Shop Commons. We sold a ton.
Yeah, definitely. So that's
look at that.
How do you keep your inventory organized? That's not one of the questions that we have. But I'm curious.
I don't. It's everywhere.
Okay.
But somehow I know where everything is. Like I just know where it's at. I have 5 filing cabinet. I have shelves and stuff, but like sometimes I'll put something in a box because it fits perfectly in there, and I'll just keep it in that box. Or like just I don't know. It's like I
Right.
said, it's everywhere, but I know where I somehow know where it's all at. So I'm getting away with it for
Now,
now.
if I know with Vendu that if something sells, it'll pull it down from all the sites. But do they still work? Do they work with all of the sites?
Not all the sites. It works with eBay, it works with Poshmark, and it works with that's pretty much the only two. Like otherwise you have to go in and delete it off the other sites, or like you can go into Vendu and just delist it, but it really only works with those two. Like the other ones like Facebook and everything doesn't like
Mhm.
recognize that, which that's kind of a downside to Vendu, but um yeah, I don't know why they don't do that with all platforms. If it sells, just take it down. I don't know why
Do
they.
you have a Vendu code? You're welcome to drop
Oh
it if you
no,
have a
no, I
code.
don't. I don't
Okay.
have one. Everybody else
I,
does,
I
but
use
me.
I use Nifty and I don't have a code either. So
Well, we don't even put up the little what is the QR code?
yeah.
Remember Corey told us, "Hey, why
Right.
don't you put up the QR code to your whatnot thing and stuff like
Yeah.
that?" I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
Hey, let me explain it to you. I'm super lazy. There you
So
go.
if
Right
anyone
there.
That'll do it.
if anyone
That'll
from
do it.
Vendu or Nifty is watching and you want to give either of us a code, we're here.
Or if you want to come on and be a guest on the show, definitely
Absolutely.
reach out. We've
That
actually
too.
reached out to Whatnot, and they told me that they would, but they've been. I guess they're just having some legal issues. Smaller,
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
just a
a little
little
bit.
bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you guys like
What
do you
was
guys like Nifty?
I
Or like
do. I just started it a couple of weeks ago, but it has been seamless so far, and it only works with Poshmark, Mercari, and which one? Depop.
okay.
But it
it
does
doesn't work with eBay?
and eBay, yeah.
You didn't mention
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. But it does delist it and it works in like 5 minutes perfectly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
one of my
I didn't know
biggest
much
fears
about
is
that.
me selling something on one site and it sells on another site. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I have that
and
issue.
it's $39.99 a month for
Okay.
just the cross listing. If you want to do the thing where it automates the stuff on Poshmark for you, it's more, but I'm not paying for that because I don't really care about Poshmark.
Yeah, I don't either.
Oh,
I
there we go. There went our Poshmark crowd. Great job, Tracy. We've lost all of the Nicole State fans. Okay, because you
Okay.
called her a scumbag like 3 shows in a row now. Okay. And now we just lost all of our Poshmark.
I should say that I mainly got Nifty to cross list to Mercari because I don't sell a lot of clothing. Poshmark
okay.
was just an afterthought because I'm not a clothing seller.
Well, they do
Yeah.
more than clothes now on Poshmark.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I cross listed all my toys and video
Yeah.
games and stuff over there, but
Well, one amazing thing is Etsy was always known as a crafting site of homemade items, but now everything. There you
yeah.
go, right there.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to be vintage, but vintage only has to be like 20 years old, which is practically everything.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. No, I didn't know
Um,
that until a
do
couple of years
you?
ago that you could it gets a vintage on there. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's when I got on it.
Do you remember the very first item that you ever sold on either Etsy or eBay?
eBay, I don't. I don't know how I don't remember it, but I don't. On Etsy, it was something that I had what was it? It had something I was sitting on eBay forever, like forever.
Mhm.
And I put on Etsy in like 2 days, it was gone. It was
Wow.
I think it was some kind of toy that I shouldn't have bought, but I bought it. And yeah, and now I was like, man, if it works like this, like get rid of my that's how I got rid of a lot of dead inventory. Like I started cross listing on there and things started going. So I'm like, I like this. I'll give it a try. So
Right.
my Etsy and my eBay are probably like 50-50 right now. Like in
That's
Oh,
terms
that's
of
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's what we're trying to do with eBay and whatnot.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, we're not close to 50-50. We were, before we started what we did last year, which was go all in on whatnot, we were probably about, I would say, 90% eBay and 10% whatnot. And then last year we literally went and did the exact opposite and went 90% on Whatnot and 10% on eBay.
Okay.
But what happened was is the our income did not sustain what we were making on eBay. So now what we're trying to do is bring the two together to whereas we're doing 50% on eBay and 50% on Whatnot and
Okay.
raise up to the income that we were at before.
Are you guys gonna try to do
What
live
kind of item?
selling on eBay, like eBay Live?
We've actually gone to the second stage of that where they're now asking us questions about our social media and everything like that. I don't believe we're going to be going to eBay per se. We don't have it in our plans, mainly because I've talked to a couple of people that have done that, and we've done it with, like, say, some of the sites on District. We've
Right.
sold a couple of times and done them live shows on there. And the difference is that when you go and live on Whatnot, and especially since we've been on there for close to 4 years now, you get used to all of the mechanics and how everything works. And then when you go to another site, the first thing that you notice is everything that is different, and it makes it feel like it's clunky. Like, oh,
Right.
I
Yeah.
know that. Let me go ahead and tip this person. Where's the tip button? How does the tip work? I don't understand that part, you know.
Mhm.
And how do I know when something sells? Well, you know, they do like a countdown on the District on Whatnot. It, you know, shows up on the screen, and so it's a lot different. So we don't have it in our plans right now,
Okay.
I
you
mean,
know.
we're in the system to potentially do it in the
Yeah,
future, and if they asked us to, we would revisit it. But
yeah, yeah.
if they asked us tomorrow, the answer would probably be no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right now it would be only because we're fairly established. I mean, we're not big sellers at all. I always say to Tracy, we're the biggest little seller on Whatnot. Literally, we had a show yesterday. The maximum number of people we had in the room was 16, but we
16.
still ended up scratching out. Yeah, we ended up scratching out like $140 in cookbooks,
Yeah.
no less.
Okay.
So,
You still
you
have
know,
some of those left? The cookbooks?
Yeah.
the cookbooks?
You
Oh my
still have
God,
them?
yeah. I'm looking right now at 4 stacks of them over there, about 20 high
Oh
and stuff.
wow.
But and now we actually source them
Yeah, he'll
because
source them.
There
We've
you
you
go.
can get them for like a quarter at yard sales.
Yeah.
So I told my buyers yesterday that we're either going to be doing one a month or we'll go to two a month on our cookbook shows, but we're not going to be doing like 3 cookbook shows or 4 cookbook shows
Mm-hmm.
because I burned through all the inventory that we already had.
Oh, okay.
What types of items do you specialize in on Etsy, and why did you choose that niche?
Um, Basically a lot of electronics, and I would say like vintage hats.
Okay.
Mainly
Okay.
because I like to sell them. Like I enjoy like the testing, like just going through it and everything. And I collect vintage hats myself, so
Hmm.
I like to sell them if it's not my type. But those are
So
the
you kind
main
of got
two
like a
things.
little man cave on Etsy.
Yeah, it's
Now on Etsy, do you have your own store?
um yeah, but you don't have to really pay for it. It's just like a page you can go to. Like it's a store, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't have to. Once you open it, it's just there. But so you can go to like.
But if
So
somebody
I'm
goes on and they say, show me all of Big Time Flips items, they can see all of your items.
Yeah. Like you can
Okay.
have people like they'll favorite your store just to like have it saved
Hmm.
or like, your items. It's just like eBay, like not the store
Hmm.
part, but like when they watch it, people will do that just
Right.
to have it in the background and see if they want it later. But yeah, on there you can go and see all my stuff on there. I don't have too much stuff on there right now, but um yeah, I'd say it's mainly hats and electronics on there right now. Those are the main two.
Well, we will have links to all of Brendan's sites, by the way, all of his selling sites on the in the description page down below.
Thank you, thank you.
What kind of mistakes do you think new sellers are making starting on Etsy?
On Etsy, I would say I don't know about Etsy, but I say overall, I see so many people going to sales and the main thing is they're Google lensing things, and then they're saying,
Mhm.
oh, it's going for this much when it's just active listings, not looking at
Right.
actual solds and stuff like that. I see that all the time, and I'm just like,
Right.
I
Right.
don't say anything because I did the same thing once upon a time, but yeah, but yeah, I'd say that's the main thing. Etsy, I don't know, like it's really not. It's just all about like keywords and pictures and stuff, just like the same as eBay. As long as you
Okay.
have that together, like if you have shitty pictures, like nobody's gonna want to buy your stuff, you know,
Gotcha.
Right.
or you don't describe it enough. Nobody's,
Mhm.
somebody's gonna move on to a better listing than that. Um,
Gotcha.
it's just like, yeah, it's just like eBay in that sense. But there's no the good thing about Etsy, you don't have to put like item specifics to get your stuff found.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That's good.
like you put in when it was made, like who it was made by, but there's nothing like asking you like uh what's the item length
Oh,
or
all
like
those
something. Yeah,
million
all that stuff.
questions there are
Yeah.
on
How many
eBay.
pages are in that
Yeah.
cookbook? I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm sure a bunch of people are searching. Show me the 35-page cookbooks, please.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
None of
agree with
that.
that.
None of that
All
stuff's
right.
on there.
Um, where do you
Yeah.
typically source your inventory?
Mainly the estate sales. Now they're coming back because winter's being done here. So estate sales, and then I
Mhm.
live like 10 minutes from the bin, so I go there pretty frequently.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so
Yeah.
because in the post office I go to um is like right down the street from the bin, so I'm like, how can I not go? You know,
Oh,
Right.
it's legit
absolutely.
down the street, so I'm like, I'm gonna end up there. So
The
those are the
closest bins to us is Nashville.
Yeah.
really wow.
That
Yes.
is the closest Ben's to us. There used to be a Ben's in Chattanooga, which Chattanooga is about an hour and a half away. Which the
Mhm.
amazing thing is we don't have a Ben's in Atlanta,
Mm-mm.
I,
and
I was just gonna
we're
ask
like
that.
40 minutes outside.
Nope.
Yeah, I was just
No
gonna. They
one
don't
in
have.
Atlanta.
There's not one in Atlanta at all.
Nope.
There's not
Wow.
one in Birmingham either.
The closest or the only one in Georgia is down in Savannah, which is
Six and a half hours away.
further than Nashville.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
So
surprised.
we very rarely go to the bins. I think we have a bins trip we're planning maybe next month or
Yeah.
sometime in
Try to
next
get up
month.
to Nashville. My daughter wants to go and hit a little bins trip while we're there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so bins and do you ever go to like Goodwills or yard sales, or is it just strictly estate
Uh,
sales and bin?
no, I go to yard sales too, but I go to estate sales first before I go to yard sales, just because I always find better stuff there. Uh, my
Yeah,
Goodwills are basically a waste of time because they're all picked through and they raise the prices so much that it's just not even worth it to go in there. So I
yeah.
I avoid Goodwill unless it's like I'm somewhere where somewhere I've never been, and I'll go in for a couple minutes, but around here
Right.
there's no point. There's no point.
One of the problems that we're running into right now is Goodwill is not selling the stuff that we typically sell,
Mhm.
which is like video games, records, and
Mhm.
jewelry. They don't sell those in the
None of
stores
it.
anymore. They put them on their own online sites.
Yeah,
So,
Pretty much
and
the only thing we'll even look at in Goodwill is maybe the plush toys, the
t-shirts,
t-shirts,
we'll look
maybe
at
the
yeah,
t-shirts.
books.
Yeah.
and these Goodwill now they have their own like regional pages on eBay. So
Oh
like
yeah.
they
It's crazy.
so it's like
Mhm.
they take all the good stuff before you can even get to see it. But they miss so much
Yeah,
Exactly.
stuff. They miss so much stuff at the bins though, is where like they
they
can't.
do. That's
No,
insane.
yeah,
I see some of the stuff down the people that I know down in Florida that hit the bins down there. I mean, the brand names are crazy.
Oh, and Kristen, Rural
Hmm.
Squirrel,
Oh yeah.
literally when we did a graphic t-shirt battle against Kristen, Rural Squirrel on Whatnot, and she brought all of these vintage concert shirts.
Mhm.
And I'm like, don't bring those shirts to the show because we're not going to get
You're
those
not going to
higher
get your
prices.
money.
You can get
yeah,
much,
yeah,
much
yeah,
better prices selling those either on your own Whatnot show and or on eBay. And she goes, I have nothing in them. I got them at the bins. And I'm like,
yeah,
who the hell drops off vintage concert shirts? And how the hell did they make it to the bins?
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, it
I
happens. It
I found
happens.
a few myself, but they weren't crazy valuable. Like $30, $35, but I wanted them for myself because they're my size. So I'm like, I'm gonna hang out
Right.
with them.
Mhm. We end up having that same exact issue and stuff, and especially when Tracy and I will be grabbing these shirts and we go, we got a graphic t-shirt battle against Nikki's Corner, for instance, and it's like, I want this shirt.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a banger shirt. It'll sell. It'll win in the battle. But I
yeah.
want it.
But I want it. Sometimes you
Yeah.
got to keep some of the good stuff for yourself.
That is true.
We end up doing that too, especially if it doesn't sell. And I tell people in the show, I'm like, yeah, if this one doesn't sell, I'm going to be keeping it myself. So, and I end up doing
Yeah.
that. What's the most profitable item you've ever found to flip on either Etsy or eBay?
So oh man, how about summers ago was that 3 maybe? I found a bunch of vintage Singer sewing kits in a tent sale. I think I
Mhm.
bought like maybe 12 of them, and I got them for $5 a piece, and I ended up selling one of them for $950.
Oh wow!
Holy
Yeah.
cow!
And it was only like 4
Wow.
little pieces, and I guess it was just like not made that like I don't know, like not made for a long time, and
Oh
yeah,
my
somebody bought it.
gosh.
Yeah. So I
That's
was surprised.
awesome.
That's insane.
I love that. There you go. There's the bolo for this show.
No
We
kidding.
gotta have this segment for a
We
bolo
should. We
segment.
really should.
We'll start.
We have
Maybe
to
we'll
add
think about
that.
doing that. Leave a comment down below and let us know if we should add a bolo segment to our thing because we really do interview.
Yeah.
I would say 90% of the people that we interview are straight resellers and
Mhm.
stuff.
And even if they don't, they might have a bolo for us.
They might. Okay.
What's the hardest part about selling online that most people don't realize?
No, selling. Okay. All right. I got you.
I would
Change the
say
word.
that it's it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. It's a time consumer, and people think you can just throw up something, like and half-ass it, put some, describe it for a little, put some whatever it is, and then take maybe 3 pictures and it's gonna sell. It doesn't work like that. You gotta have
Mhm.
you gotta put the time into it. You gotta have patience, all that stuff. If you're expecting to get rich overnight, this is not it. Because I'm not rich. So, um, yeah, it takes a lot of
He's not
time.
rich,
It takes
but
a lot
yet
of time.
he has gone to a lot of meetups, guys, including the Walmart, one of the Walmart meetups.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken, in San Francisco.
Yeah, that was when was that? 2024, 25? Yeah, it was in San Francisco. It was like a 3-day event, and I didn't get the memo, I guess, that you had to be like business casual. So I showed up in a tank top and shorts and my flip flop. So I stood out pretty much from everybody else. But I learned
That would be
a
a
bunch.
Jack Treasures move.
Yeah, no, I learned a bunch there, and I met a lot of people there that sell all kinds of different stuff. But that was before they started regating categories and restricting all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. Like, I think they're gonna have another one this year, but I'm not gonna go because they say they were trying to help out like third party sellers, but now the things that they're doing is like going against all that. So I'm not gonna be attending this year. Sorry, Walmart. Sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
I hear you. Hey, I mean, that's the one thing though that we need to that we like about our show is that we want people to know the truth about those. Okay,
Yep.
like like Amazon, for instance, we sold on Amazon for years, and
No, we
now
don't.
they've gated us so much because they really don't want those small third-party sellers, as Brendan was just said, and Walmart seems to be following in that same category of
Yeah.
let's go ahead and open it up to everybody, get it really, really big and then start slowly dwindling it down to it's just us. I
And
know
Pretty
that's
much.
that. Go
kind of
ahead.
the lesson for any reseller is to continuously think about trying those new platforms and having those extra eggs out there just in case,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
whatnot's doing great right now. Maybe one day whatnot goes away, then I can go
Yeah.
over there and I have Depop in my corner,
Right.
to
Jamble
move
would be
every
a great
shoe,
example of that. If you were just a sole seller on Jamble, well, you're not selling on Jamble anymore because they closed it down. And so and just about all sites are like that. I don't know if eBay's ever going to go away or anything like that, but you
You never
know,
know.
you never do know. The same thing. I mean, if that is ratted her way, whatnot would be gone. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
It
but
just it always pays to check out that new platform. Just have an account just in case.
eBay's been around so long, but I feel like they're always like behind the times. Like they
They
do
do
things
seem
so
like they
late.
are.
Yeah, yeah. And like people want certain changes and then they don't make it happen until like 2 years later when other platforms are already doing that stuff. I don't
mhm.
know. I don't understand eBay sometimes.
Oh no, I know one thing. There's a saying that in the Navy, and that is that there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. And I think
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest things about eBay, and I think that's the same thing with whatnot. Is there are too many people that are trying to do all of these different things, and none of them are getting the right type of stuff. I'm going to go
Yeah.
ahead and skip that one right there
Okay.
because we pretty much have answered that one. So I'll let you go ahead and ask that one too.
If someone wanted to start selling on Etsy tomorrow, what would be your first piece of advice?
Um I would say sell what you want to sell. Like sell things that you're interested in. Like things that excite you because um like I said before, I
Hmm.
was like, if you don't sell something that you don't really care about, I don't know. It feels like it's just you're not gonna put like time and effort into selling stuff. Like for instance, me, like I don't like to sell like breakables or like glass and stuff like that. So if I had a bunch of that, I don't know, I wouldn't. I'd probably get rid of it. So I would just say something like, yeah, just sell what you want to sell and
Okay.
stuff that interests you. Because like I actually like for me, it's like listing all that stuff is it's like it's not even work. It's just like I
I
enjoy
like
it
that.
doing it. It's fun. So
Yeah. That is definitely a thing because Brendan touched on it earlier, and it was that, being a reseller, especially on static sites, is very boring because you don't you don't have that interaction that you have on live selling.
mhm,
And we ought to know we've been sellers on whatnot for you're going on 35
Oh,
years
for on eBay, yeah.
on eBay, I mean,
35.
yeah,
Hmm.
for like
Okay.
35 some odd years.
20
And I 20
or
no, I'm 20. You're 30 something.
30
Yeah.
years.
She's
30
30
years.
years and
Okay.
I'm coming up on 20 years on it too. And I was the same way that Brendan talked about earlier. I didn't know anything about this community until we went to a meetup.
Mhm.
How did you first start doing product reviews and when did you realize you could actually make money from it?
I've only been doing it, I'd say like just over a year now.
Hmm.
I was in a couple discords where people were starting to do it, and I didn't know what it was at first, and then I
Hmm.
seen people like basically you get to do reviews and then you get commissions if they buy stuff, and I was like, yeah, right. I was like that doesn't work. And then met a couple people that do that full time. They make like $10,000-$20,000 a month doing that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I got into that. And I was like, well, I'll give it a try. And then yeah, like it's just the more you do, the more money you're gonna make. And like
Hmm.
I get free stuff sent to me all the time to review, and then I get to keep it and I can resell it or do whatever I want with it. So it's like
Hmm.
it works, but you just gotta. That's another thing is just you gotta put the
Hmm.
time into it. It's definitely a numbers game with that, 100%. But I
Okay.
was like, if I can
So it's
make
kind of a
money,
lot like doing like the TikTok shop videos
yeah, it's
then.
it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, yeah. And I was like, if I can make money
Okay.
while I'm sleeping, I'll definitely do that. You
Oh,
know,
I hear that.
yeah.
That's a good one right there. That's you.
What platforms have been the most profitable for you when it comes to posting reviews?
Right now I think it's fish food and
Okay.
what else am I? I'm trying to think. Just like household items like cleaners and like just everyday stuff like around the house. Um,
I don't think you heard the question. She said what platforms?
oh, what platforms?
Yeah.
I just use the so I'm in the Amazon influencer program, so it's just right on Amazon that I do these, and then I get the do
Okay.
the reviews and make the money. So I don't know. I'm not on TikTok Shop yet. I've tried to get onto it, and people sent me like they want to send me stuff, and then I accept it, and then it never shows up. So I don't really know what's going on with TikTok Shop.
Right.
Yeah, so I've been trying for that with like over a year, and then I don't know. I've gotten so many messages and requests to review with this, and then and then I was like
Mhm.
okay, and then nothing. It's like somebody asked, "Is this still available?" And I'm like, "Yes," and they're like, "Okay, bye."
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We've had that.
I'm very
We've had those a
familiar with
lot.
that.
Yeah, very familiar with that
Yeah.
part right there. I was just literally thinking this, what Brendan was just talking about, is that your mom did this. She reviewed restaurants.
She used to, yeah.
And I
Back in the day.
remember that a lot of people, and because one of the things that Brendan was talking about that I didn't realize is that you get to keep these products
Mhm.
and stuff. And that's an added benefit especially if it's something that
Hey.
you use every day or something like that. We really don't want them up there because we have our battle of the best
I
item right
know.
there,
The
you know,
little ones.
and it's glass.
Yeah.
But it's really cool. I'm pretty sure you are Archie Biscuit Butt, right?
Unfortunately, yes, I do know Archie Biscuit Butt.
Because I think he does
He does the TikTok,
TikTok
yeah.
shop.
Yeah, I
So
seen him. I seen a couple of his videos the other day, and I forgot what he was promoting, but yeah, he said he does pretty well with that.
Everything.
Yeah, he does well with that.
I would imagine he almost had me buying an invisible pen, and I'm
My
like, "I need a damn
entire
invisible pen."
TikTok feed is Archie Biscuit Butt hawking various things.
Oh man. So
Yeah,
this is an example right here.
it's something else. But they
Here,
send you your items. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say here's an example. I got this sent to me. It's a if I can get it out here. It's like a kitchen knife set, and I've never used it. I got it for sale on eBay now. It's pretty nice. Let's see if I can open it. Let's see. Yeah, so you can see I still have the plastic on it and all that stuff. And I got
That's
this.
Oh
awesome.
wow.
Yeah, I got this for free, and this goes for like $65-$70 on eBay.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, is it the company that sends it to you, or is it Amazon that sends it to you?
It's the company, but they just use Amazon to like it comes in Amazon packaging and stuff. But like, so
Right.
I can do there's something called creator connections where there's a bunch of brands that want people to review their stuff and to get their sales up. So you can message brands
Right.
directly and be like, hey, I'm just wondering if you do samples, and if so, here's my address and stuff like that. And a lot of them will respond to you and be like, yeah, that's great, and we'll have it in the mail, and then I get stuff like this or all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
That is unbelievable. I mean, and you know that it's there
Right.
because people want to see the reviews and
Yeah.
everything like
Yeah.
that. Now, your reviews, they're videos or are they written?
No, they're videos. So I'll just hold up something like that. I'm just like, hey, just giving you a quick look at this, this knife set. That you can use this for cutting brisket. You can use this for other meats and stuff like that. This is why I recommend it. Here's what I like about it. And all the
Mhm.
videos I do are maybe like 30 to 40 seconds. It's nothing long. So,
Oh wow.
yeah,
That's
it's not.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
got a question for you.
yeah.
What if the item sucks?
I'm honest about it. Like I say, like I'm like this is the benefits, but this might be if you um if you're looking for this to use it for, maybe this isn't the right thing. Maybe this isn't
Okay.
right for you.
So you try
And
to politely point out a flaw if there would be one.
yeah, but like this is dog shit. Don't buy this, please.
Well, I
Right.
mean that. I'm
mean-
sorry, but okay. That Stouffer's meal that we had the other
Right.
day, that
was
was
terrible.
dog shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And there ain't no. They could send me that stuff for free for a full year and $1,000 and say all you got to do is eat it for a year, and I'd be like, keep your fucking money.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was just that bad. But I mean, do you feel obligated to try to exaggerate the truth? Maybe. I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. It's more or less of one of those things of is, you know. I guess my question is, and I know Brendan, and I'm not trying to insult your integrity, but does integrity play a part into that, or is it
Uh,
you just want to make money?
yeah, it does. Like what I do is I use Chat GPT for I put the title in and then say give me an honest review about the things about this product, and it will give you.
Mhm.
It'll say like bullet point 1, 2, 3. This is what's good about it. But then at the bottom it'll say, but a disadvantage might be if you're looking for this and it's not, this doesn't have it. So maybe mention that in the while
Mhm.
you're doing the video, and then I'll include that stuff too, just so they
Okay.
know, because I mean they can always return it if they don't like it. So like
Now, do
if they
go
if
ahead.
they, if they return something like and I got commission from it, they take the commission back.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Okay.
like um I have that. It's just a common thing. People return stuff on Amazon every day. So
Mhm.
I get that. You can see on my like feed where it says how many products shipped, like worth how much, how many return items you have, and all that stuff. But
Wow.
yeah,
I,
it's
I never even thought about that being a thing.
My guess is and I guess it would be what you're trying to say is that honesty is the best policy on here to
yeah,
avoid getting those
Right.
returns. You're basically saying, no, if you want this, like, I don't know, battery charger to last for 18 hours, this is not the one for you, as
yeah,
opposed to saying this thing's guaranteed to last 24 hours, and
Right.
it's not. So
yeah. Like I said,
that's
that's why I
that's
go
just what
by
you do.
Chat GPT, because like it'll give me the facts about it. I'm not making anything up.
Mhm.
I'm not, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm just like saying
Right.
this is the what do you call it? What it does and how long it lasts and all that stuff. And that's right from the product page. It's not like I'm just, pulling out of thin air.
This is funny. I gotta say this. I gotta say
Okay.
this. Okay. I use Chat GPT a lot, also making up my notes and fixing things like that. I asked GPT. I said, find me all of the information you can on Brenden BigTimeFlips. Right? Do you know
Oh
it told me that you're known for having whatnot shows? I'm like, I don't think he is.
no, that's not true.
I had to literally correct ChatGPT, and then it comes back with, "Oh yeah, you're right. He doesn't actually do that." And
Yeah,
I'm like, "Why did you tell me you
never,
did?"
never
So,
had even never had one. I've never
That's
even been on somebody
funny.
else's.
well, we're gonna have to change that. Maybe we could see if we could get him onto our Veterans Day raid train. We ended up getting Joe on that one, and he actually did really well and had a lot of fun with that one.
I saw
All
that.
right, let's get back to these questions.
What mistakes do people make when they try to start a review channel hoping to make money?
Uh, Either making like you got to make it like at least I'd say like my sweet spot is like 30, 35 seconds. If you make something like say 5 seconds, of like here's a fork, it stabs. Like nobody's gonna go off that. Nobody's gonna want to buy it just off that. You gotta like people want to know what they're getting before they get it.
Mhm.
So like just
Right.
describe it, but I don't go on too like don't go too long because people's attention span now is like that. They don't want to
Right.
be watching something for
Yeah.
2 minutes or whatever. So I keep it short and sweet. That's what I would say to do. Yeah, be honest and just try to describe it the best you can, because otherwise you get return products and nobody wants returns. Nobody likes returns. Nobody likes returns.
Nope.
You do realize he's literally explaining how to sell on whatnot?
That is very true.
You literally just put in a nutshell
Yeah,
exactly how to sell on whatnot. Don't go on whatnot and go, hey, look, this is a manual. You read it.
yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
then
Yeah.
but yeah, you explain your items as best as you can and make people want to buy them and stuff
Hmm.
like that. What makes a review stand out and actually drive sales for a product?
I'd say being on camera, which is something I don't do because I don't have a setup yet for it. I've done a couple when I first
Mhm.
got started, but I'm my big thing right now is like I said I use Chat GPT, so I can't be like on the screen like reading something over here. So like I just do it like faceless. I do it like I hold it up. You see my
Mhm.
hands, I hold it up, I take it apart, I open it, whatever. But I would say like
Mhm.
a lot of people get more deal, like brand deals, being on camera, but just like showing their face and being personable.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say that's gonna get you farther than just showing it off. That's what I would start doing, which I need to start doing.
I got you. Now you said something about not having that setup. What is it? A background or something like that?
I got like a background. I just need like a camera setup where I can switch like a camera here and then maybe from like another angle up here and something like that where I can
Oh
just
yeah, yeah,
show
yeah,
it
yeah.
off. Show off all the angles and whatever. I don't have that. I'm working on it. I just don't have it yet.
There's somebody who has that. You've actually said that where oh gosh, what's his name? Renee Mazzotta
Mhm.
has that with what is it? Bargain. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I forgot the name of his channel.
Bargain Hunter.
Bargain Hunters Breaks, and you'll see him on the screen, but then you can see his hands as he's doing it. So there's a camera going down and a camera going like that. And he told me what it was.
OBS.
OBS. That's it. OBS and stuff. So
Okay.
that's what you're looking for, is something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. I just need to. Yeah. I mean, I've done, like I said, I've done on camera, but then I can see people do it in one take. They'll just say like, here's what it does, here's what it is. But for me, I'll freeze and then I'll stutter and then I got to work on being on camera and stuff like that. But yeah, that's something like that is
Now,
what I need.
and this is somebody who's weekly on camera.
Yes.
By the way,
Yeah.
on the podcast. All right. And
That's completely different though.
I've done that one too.
And those were the same. So.
These are the same questions. Yeah. So we'll let you do that one right there. Oh, that's good because he kind of answered that one.
Are there certain types of products or niches that tend to generate more income from their reviews?
Fish food.
Yeah, not really. It's just like you'd be surprised. Like it's just like everyday products like around your house is like what I find does well for me. Like anything,
Right.
like and things you don't even think about. Like I've done reviews for like door stoppers and like drains and stuff like that. Like stuff you would not even think about, and people buy it, and I get paid from it. But
yeah.
But I would say like just everyday things in your house is like what drives sales for me. Like you name it. Like I do food.
So these reviews, I guess they're on the page when you go to Amazon.
Yeah. Brenden, I'll do anything. If I can make some money out of it, I'll do anything, guys. By the way, I only have one kidney left because I sold the other one on Etsy.
That's it. Long gone. Long gone.
I'm just kidding. All right, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just going to say, so when you're looking at a product on Amazon, these reviews are like on that page. Like that's where I would find that review.
Yeah. So like if you're going like on a listing and then you scroll down
all right,
toward the bottom and it'll say like this is what our reviewers have to say, and it'll be like there's a carousel. There's a carousel video.
I think I literally watched a video like that earlier today of a random product.
Now, and
didn't realize that's what it was.
Yeah. Are there multiple reviews for that one item? And then who would get the credit for it if it's sold?
So yeah, there are. They switch around the order on the carousel of like what reviews you see first. Sometimes people review stuff like I do obscure stuff. And I'll be like the only one on there. But say if there's 5 videos on there and the buyer watches all 5 and then ends up buying it, all 5 get paid.
Oh,
like
really?
All 5, yeah, it's not just one person.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, or I was about to ask that. Yeah.
Or if you have like say reviewing like you do a review for this Pepsi bottle, and then they put in their cart and they put like 4 other things in their cart, and if they don't buy it within 24 hours, you get paid off everything in the cart, even if you don't have a video for it. So like it could be a lot of stuff you get paid for just because it's in the cart.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely definitely a benefit.
Okay, that would be your
If someone wanted to start making money doing reviews today, what would be the smartest first step?
I would say just let's see. First you gotta apply for the program. You can't just like jump in it. You gotta have like a
Right.
they look at your like a social media page to see like how much you post and all that. So my thing would be apply for the program. But don't use your social security number. You gotta use an LLC to
Okay.
do it, or like EIN. Um, that's the biggest step. And then um
Okay.
just be yourself when you're reviewing. Don't be like, because people can tell when you're fake and like fucking around and all that, and people don't like that. So just be yourself.
Right.
Just
Oh,
like
gotcha. Yeah.
just like how
Yeah.
I'm.
Again, another big hint for live sellers.
Yep.
And I've seen that too on
Yeah.
Whatnot too, and it's like, man,
Big
they're
hint
over
for
the
live
top
sellers.
and all
Well,
that, and I'm
those.
just like, so.
Yeah. Well, you know me because you've met me in person.
But that's
So
how you are, though.
even though I am
But
over
that's how
the
you are,
top,
though. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
All right, those are our questions and answers, guys. That was a great segment right there.
That was.
Literally, I had 18 questions, and I think we asked you 20 questions. We might have surpassed the record on it right there.
We did.
Next is our What's Up segment right here. Now, there's been a recent buzz around sports card breaks on Whatnot because legal complaints had claimed that some break formulas like random team breaks or mystery repacks may operate similarly to gambling. Critics argue that buyers are paying for a chance at a valuable card rather than a guaranteed product, while supporters say it is just part of the hobby. The controversy has pushed Whatnot to tighten rules and increase transparency for resellers. Um, do you does Brenden collect anything? Sports cards, comics, action figures?
I collect random shit from the bins that I find fascinating. That's it. Nothing of value. Uh, nothing that's gonna
That
spike
sounds a
in.
lot like us.
Yeah,
That is us.
nothing that's gonna spike in 10 years. No, I don't do any like the figures and
Mhm.
cards and all that. I feel like I don't know. It doesn't interest me, and there's so much to learn about it, and it's always fluctuating. So I don't even bother
Right.
with that kind of stuff.
I collect comic books and absolutely have been doing it since I was a teenager, based on my brother John, back in, we're talking about 19, I'm talking 72, 73, would
Okay.
have all of these comic books that today would be worth in the thousands, and we're talking tens of thousands. And I remember cutting
Wow.
these comic books out and cutting the, like, if there was a figure like a Spider-Man on the cover, I would cut the Spider-Man out, and it used to stick to the old tubed TVs because of the static
Mhm.
electricity from that. And it literally makes me sick now because of the fact that I know for a fact that these comic books are worth like $10,000, and we had them all. We had all
Yeah.
of these books and stuff like that. But that was the benefit of me having two older brothers and sisters.
That's like with the Pokemon cards now, like, all the original ones, like from the late
Hmm.
90s.
Oh yeah.
I had all that shit, all of them, and then I gave them
Hmm.
away to my. I got older and gave them away to my cousin, and I was like, I don't want this. And now they're like, they're worth so much money now. I was like, man,
Now you go to your cousin and go, give them back.
yeah, no,
I have the video games.
he probably threw them out or something like that. But I was like, I don't know, who would have seen that coming? Like 30 years later, people were gonna pay thousands of dollars
Yeah.
for these things. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this is our Shine the Light segment. This is where we shine the light on three sellers at three different levels on Whatnot. Our first seller is our up and coming seller. This is Florisotafinds. They're a seller on Whatnot with 2.2 thousand sales and 1.7 thousand followers. She sells items she finds in Florida. They have very fun shows and have many scheduled.
Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself comparing your success to other sellers?
Yeah, that's the big question.
yeah, I did in the beginning, but I don't do that because everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their different things they can access or have access to. Don't do that because like nobody's journey is gonna be the same, or nobody's reseller path is gonna be the same. So don't compare yourself to others saying like, oh, this is where I should be, or I should be higher and all that. Uh just do your own thing. And success is measured in a lot of different ways.
That's
So
the reason why I asked that question, and this has been a staple question on our show. We have literally asked everybody on our show for the last, I think, maybe 10 guests. And the reason why I asked that is because it is human nature to compare yourself to somebody else.
right.
Say, oh, I could do that better, or I could do that better. Why can't I do that better? Or why did they selling that for that? Or why are they doing that for that? Or, oh, I was on for this long and I did this, and they were on for that long and they did that. But what you just said makes total sense. So that's the reason why I asked that question, or we asked that question, is to say to people saying, look, don't feel bad about doing it, but don't do it all the
Right.
Yeah.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to do it. Everybody's going to do it.
Right.
It's something. There has not been one person yet that has said, no, I've never done that. And
Right.
almost all of them say the exact same thing that you said. And that's why we do it, because I don't want people to just hear Tracy and I say it and go, oh, well, they're just saying that. They're full of shit, or
Yeah.
whatever it
Yeah.
may
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
But if they hear it from everybody, that's
Yeah.
why we do that. Our next level seller is Emily from Emily Unleashed. They are a family of sellers on Whatnot with 2.8 thousand sales and 2.7 thousand followers. They have a lot of shows scheduled and they do some amazing deals. And our question for Brenden is, have you ever thought about walking away from reselling, and what made you keep going?
Yeah, in the beginning, like I mentioned earlier, like 3 times I almost quit because I was like, I wasn't
Mhm,
getting sales. I was expecting things to happen overnight and all that stuff.
mhm,
Uh, and I was like, but my thing is like, it's always like you're always learning in this. You're never gonna know everything. And like,
mhm.
I was like, man, I just have so much knowledge and I have these resources and stuff. And it's like, I'm, I've already come too far to just give it, just abandon it. So I've kept going, even though I was like, man, things were not looking good. But there's waves
Mhm.
in reselling. You're gonna have your highs and your lows and stuff. So just gotta ride it out and source good products. Don't source
Agreed.
garbage.
100%.
And yeah, I mean,
Yes.
keep going. Just keep going. Don't give up.
I hear you.
And our established seller this week is Rebekah Karchik. She's a seller on Whatnot with 7.3 thousand sales and 19.9 thousand followers. She sells crystals, glassware, and vintage items. She's based out of Northern California. Resellers need something for relaxation. What do you do for relaxation, and where is your happy place?
Mhm.
Anywhere but here. I love vacations. I love vacations. Uh,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Same.
that's pretty much a reason why I started going to meetups, because I wanted to travel
Mhm.
more and then meet like-minded people and stuff. And then they just happen to be like all over the country. So I meet Cincinnati or Nashville or San Francisco and stuff like that. Just places I've never been. So if I get like my happy, it's not one
I heard
place.
you mention
I would just
Omaha.
Omaha, yeah. Um, it's just like experiencing somewhere new, right? And and meeting different people and stuff. That's my happy, I don't know what you would call it, uh thing to do, I guess.
Oh, no.
Uh,
We're kindred spirits. We're literally
yeah.
kindred spirits, because you can ask Tracy, what was it, 5 years ago? I started writing out all of these big plans to say, okay, we're going to drive from here to 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 here. And we're just going to go all around America when I retire from teaching. So I definitely can understand that part. Now, you mentioned Omaha. Did you go to the first Planes to Profit?
Yeah, it was in 2024.
Okay,
Okay.
we went last
We
year.
went last year.
Oh, did you? Okay. I think
Mhm.
I think they had one this year too, I think.
Oh, it's this weekend.
Oh, is
It
it?
is
Okay.
literally this weekend. Yeah, that's what I was about to mention that. So
I think it's next weekend. Okay.
Well, it might be. It might
Yeah,
be.
I think
I
it's
don't
pretty
remember
sure it's next
exactly.
weekend.
Oh, yeah, toward the end of March.
Yeah.
Toward the end of March. That's right. So it is next weekend, but I'll have a link there down below to that one. That one is hosted by Corey and Teresa from Grams and Pops Vintage and John, the rabbit reseller.
Resale rabbit.
Resale rabbit. So you guys can definitely check them out. We'll have links down below to all of those sellers on Whatnot. So if you want to check them out, go ahead and do that and stuff, and let them know that you said, "Hey, I came in because I saw you were mentioned on JacksTreasures podcast." That would actually be
Yes.
awesome.
100%.
Now comes the big segment with the new name of our wheel.
Yes.
Thanks to our friend Judith, our new name of our new wheel is not the random wheel, and the segment is still called "We Really Want to Know," but
Okay.
the wheel is now going to be known as the Confessional.
I like that.
Okay,
I like
I
that.
do too. I think that is awesome. So Judith, thumbs up to you right on that one right there. So what we do is we have the Confessional wheel is loaded with some wild questions. Brenden, you get to choose how many of the spins that you would want to have, but the only request is that you have to answer each one of those questions honestly between 1 and 5.
Okay.
So you just tell me how many spins would you like?
Just give me 5. I'll take it.
You got
Take all 5.
5 of them.
Wow.
All right. So far, by the way, everybody has either chosen 3 or 5, which is
Yes.
an amazing
Okay.
thing. So let's go ahead and we're going to bring up the Confessional. There it is.
The
There's the Confessional right
Confessional.
there. And we're going to do the first spin, and Tracy will ask you the first question. Here we go.
All right.
If it runs, there it goes.
Oh.
It would get bigger. It's like lagging.
What is the nickname you had?
Name you had that you wish people would forget.
Mhm.
Let's see. Let's see. Not so much a nickname, but I was known. People still know me. Like, so I went to a party like 15 years ago, and there was nowhere to sleep, and I ended up sleeping on the washer and dryer, and just closed the door. And somebody found me, opened it up, and took a picture. So there's a picture out there. So it's not really a nickname, but I've been known for that for a very long time. Not so long ago.
Oh, to be young again. I got to ask Brenden, how old are you?
I'm 39.
39.
So this was like I was in my early 20s.
I got you. All right. Great question on that one. All right. Let me go ahead and remove that one. Oh, I got to close out this ad. Let me close it. See if I can. It doesn't want to close out. Okay. All right. Still doesn't want to close out. Okay. Like to be a little bit frozen here. Hold on one second.
Okay.
I don't think it likes to be known as the Wheel of Destiny. Am I still online? There we go. There's the wheel.
Oh, okay.
Where'd the wheel go? The Confessional, yeah. There it is right there. Okay, well, first off, I need to hide those inputs. All right, now if the same question comes up again, I'll have to delete it because I can't delete it now.
Oh, okay.
We apologize for our low budget Confessional wheel.
Our low budget.
No big deal.
Show is low budget. I don't even edit. Hey, it works pretty good on that spin. It's only because I have 15 things up there. All right, what's a song that you secretly love that would make others scratch their heads?
Let's see. I like Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. That's actually from a movie that got me to join the Navy.
Top Gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like a lot of random stuff, like all genres that people would not expect.
Well, I didn't expect that one. I can tell you that. I can hide that choice right there. All right, Tracy, you get this next one. Here we go. Pull that a little out. And hopefully this won't be the same question that you just asked, because I did remove the other one.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever lied to get out of something important, and what was it?
100% yes. And let's see, what was it? I'm trying to think. I think it was like a wedding or something, like not being in the wedding, but like attending the wedding. And I was like, I'm like, oh, I can't. I got to be somewhere else. But I really just didn't want to go.
I would be able. I can't really answer that question because my family does sort of watch.
And I've done that more than one time.
We've probably lied to get out of a wedding before.
Oh, I guarantee you we have.
Oh yeah.
You know, all right, let me take that one out right there. And here we go. This is question number
3,
4, I
4.
think.
Okay.
4.
You asked the first one. I asked the second one. You just asked the third one.
Yeah,
So this is
4.
okay. Okay, this one we asked last week too. Okay, I love this question right here. Have you ever waved at somebody who wasn't actually waving at you?
I just did this last week, and then because they were looking like I thought right at me, and I was waving, and then turned out to be like somebody like behind me or like to the side of
Yep.
me, and I was like, wow, I
And
feel fucking dumb right now.
how did you play that one off? Because Corey did this and said that he literally laid into it. He just completely laid into it.
I think
You know?
I don't even know what I did. I think I just maybe like gave a finger guns and then walked away or something like that. I don't remember, but there's no really good way to play it off because then you just look like you feel dumb.
Exactly.
You know, the finger guns are always, you know, a good choice.
Yeah,
one
I
of
would
my
definitely say so.
That's one of my
This
go-tos.
is go ahead. Yeah, that well, if we ever see that, then we're gonna have to
Right.
notice that one. All right, this will be the last
This will
question
be the
on it
last
right here.
one.
I'm hoping
All
it's
right.
not that one. I'll have to. Here we go. It is the confessional. I'm gonna have to come up with a good thumbnail for it too, or something like that. I
Yeah,
can put up
right.
on there.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've done in public?
Let's
Wow.
see. I think when I was like 13, I was mooning cars. Like, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that was, and then I was embarrassed by it later on. And then I remember a few years
right.
ago, like I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my phone and I was checking out from a store, and I was like I said, I was just reading my phone, and there was a support beam in the store. And like face
Oh
first,
no.
right, and it made like a loud noise, so everybody looked like at me and stuff, and I was like, I didn't do finger guns, but I was like, I should have. And I just act like nothing happened. I walked away. Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. So that was the wheel of confession right there, or that was our confessional wheel like that. I love that part right there.
Yeah.
Okay, we literally introduced this one, so guys, give us a thumbs up whether or not you like the confessional or the name, and leave us a comment there down below so that we can I don't know, start making some money. It would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, because we're trying to get monetized on here. Basically, we're just trying to do it though, only to just say that we did it. We're not trying to actually make a ton of money on this and stuff. Which, by the way, we do have some good news for that, right?
Right. We are monetized
We're
on
monetized
Facebook.
on Facebook.
Hey, that's what we like to hear.
Thank you.
It's something.
Yeah, it's something. We've made like about 40 cents.
Yeah,
So
it's exciting.
it's super exciting. We're not making the bank, breaking the bank on that. Okay.
Now it is time for us to turn the tables.
That's right.
It is time for our amazing guest, Brenden, to ask us anything he would like.
Let's see. What's the most embarrassing thing you guys have done in public?
The both of us?
Sure.
Together or separately?
Separately.
Oh shit.
Oh goodness. Wow.
Well, I don't know. Would my military thing be in public even though it is on YouTube?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, there's a ceremony that is out there. If you join the military is all about their little ceremonies and rituals and things like that. Well, there's something called crossing the line. Crossing the line means that you go from one hemisphere to the other hemisphere, the northern, in our case, the northern hemisphere, into the southern hemisphere, and you cross the equator. Well, there's a ceremony on that one right there. And one of the parts of the ceremony is that you have to create a court for King Neptune. King Neptune is normally the highest ranking officer that has ever crossed the line. In our case, it was the ship's captain. Well, he has to have a court, so he has to have a queen. Well, on our ship, there was only guys. So each division on our ship had to nominate somebody to be the division representative to pageant and try to become the queen of the ceremony, okay, or be a part of the court. Unbeknownst to me, my division did rigged a vote to whereas everybody was going to vote for me because I wasn't there. I was actually on watch. And then after I got down off the watch, they said, "Okay, we're going to vote to see who's going to be our representative," and they voted for me. So I had to dress up in drag on the ship as we were getting ready to cross the equator. Not unbeknownst to me, they're recording this for
Oh
posterity.
man.
Okay. This gets recorded for posterity. Now, in order to get onto the queen, you have to be the most outrageous that you possibly can. Well, I did that. Okay. Including stripping down to this basically thong. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And thongs don't look very attractive on guys. So one of
They
the
don't.
members of my division decided that I needed to remove that too, and came up from behind me and stripped that thing down too. And that's all, by the way,
Ooh.
on YouTube also. Okay. I'm not going to put a link to that in the
Yeah.
chat,
I
but
was gonna say,
that was
Brian, I will not be seeking you out naked on YouTube. That's not gonna happen.
it is actually there too for the whole world to see. But you want to talk about embarrassed because you've seen the Seinfeld episode where George got out of the pool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's real.
Uh
Okay.
it's a
So
real
yeah,
thing.
that would be my most embarrassing thing I've ever done in public.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Tracy.
But let's say flying home from Las Vegas in an airplane full of my closest friends, my soon to be ex husband,
Mm-hmm.
my soon to be ex best friend, who
Ah.
is now my ex husband's current wife.
Oh wow.
She now has a really big black eye for this flight,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody says a word.
Well deserved.
Nobody asked her how she got it either.
Oh, and my now ex best friend's parents are also on this flight.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Did they
yeah.
not
And our attorney.
yeah. d- I say I'm
And
surprised
my
like
attorney.
TSA didn't get involved or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if TSA was fully aware of
No,
it.
TSA
Oh, it didn't
was
happen on
Uh
the flight.
no, no.
It didn't
oh
happen on the
okay.
It
flight.
didn't
Oh
happen on the
okay.
flight.
Okay.
No,
But
no.
that happened in Vegas, but we were all on the flight coming
Yeah, that's
back.
why she couldn't say it happened in Vegas because what happens in Vegas stays in
That's a
Vegas.
fact.
But
And,
my most
That's a fact.
embarrassing moment was being on the flight with all of these people in one moment because I
Yeah.
hadn't seen everybody in one place until we were on the flight coming home.
What a
yes. And,
place to do that.
ooh.
So
Oh, there's a lot more to that story than what she just told,
I
by the
bet.
way,
I
too.
bet.
But that would be my most embarrassing moment. So,
Okay.
That beats you getting almost arrested
yeah.
by the
There's
FBI.
there's long, long stories, but
So, Brian,
Yeah.
will you consider doing a whatnot show in drag?
I've done 5 of them
5. Okay.
in drag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somehow I
I'm
missed
trying
those.
not to do them anymore because oh my gosh. All right. One time there's a whatnot seller. I don't know if you are familiar with her name is Hanger 909. Her name is
Yeah.
Diana.
Yeah.
She is a laugh out riot. And I can tell you right now, oh, I forgot to mention this to everybody, or I didn't mention it to Brenden, but Brenden knew anyway. I don't edit on this show, so you're allowed to cuss. And if YouTube ever decided to say, okay, well, we're going to start kicking people off that cuss a lot, the episode with Hanger 909 would be our very first episode to get kicked off because I'm pretty sure she said the word fuck over 100 times. Okay.
Uh,
But she is just funny as hell. And she comes up with these outrageous Ray Train ideas. And she came up with one of trying to be the funniest costume that you could possibly be and the most offensive.
okay.
And so I dress up as a nun. Okay. And I have my full beard and everything like that. And I told Tracy, I said, I want to put a pillow inside my nun's outfit so that I can pretend to be a pregnant nun.
And I felt him.
And
Yes.
she said, no, because
Yes. You should have
you
done
would
that.
literally be on Bad as Rad the next day. And I
Yes.
said, yeah, I better not do that. But I have done that before. I'm sure my shipmates absolutely adore that because I'm big friends with them on Facebook. And we do stream on Facebook from our what shows.
Oh, okay.
So it definitely could happen.
Okay.
Great questions,
Yes.
Brenden. Great question. Big thanks to our amazing guest, Brenden, aka Big Time Flips. You can find him everywhere, and there will be links down there below to them. Thank you for joining us, Brenden. I appreciate it so much. Next
Thank you
week, we
both.
will be chatting with Andy of Andy Sameta. And before we have Andy, I just want to say, fuck Andy, okay?
Fuck
Because
you,
Run,
Andy.
Andy.
Fuck you.
yeah, or run Andy, as Envying Nat would tell us in our Whatnot shows, because he was supposed to beat us in a bracket battle that we did on Whatnot, where you have to try to sell as many items as you can in 10 minutes. And Brenden, we have talked about the fact that you have to have inventory to do Whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, you want to burn through inventory, get on one of these bracket battles. In 10 minutes, we sold over 100 items in
Oh,
10
shit.
minutes. We made about almost $400 or $500 on those items. But I burned through 100 pieces of inventory inside of that 10 minutes. And I'm like, well, we're going to lose to Andy, so it doesn't really matter. Andy gets on and is late to begin with, then has an issue with run one item for almost a damn minute, and
Yeah.
loses to us. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Now I have to go on to the next round and battle again. And we burned through another 100 items in 10 minutes on that one. So, but
How do
we're
you
just playing. We actually love Andy.
how do you even run items that fast? Like, I don't know.
3 seconds sudden death.
You can run items as fast as 3 seconds sudden death.
You can run them as fast as 2 seconds sudden death,
2 seconds
but there's
sudden death. Yeah.
too many errors that happen with 2 seconds. So
not only that too, but there's a big thing with the going from one phone to another. Like iPhones are with the preferred platform for Whatnot
Okay.
instead of Androids. And so on Androids, if you do 5 second sudden death, it won't even come up to them before the item's done. So they would never be able to swipe.
So that's why they prefer to do, they won't do less than 3 for like the bracket battle.
Yeah, you can't do less than 3 for bracket battles now, but you literally are just pointing to an item and going sell. And if the item sell, and we start everything off at $3, and that's the other reason why they don't do it, because if you do it for $1 and you sell it for $1, you're only making like 25 cents. And most everything that you're trying to sell, you have some money into it. And a lot of the stuff that we sold, though, we didn't have anything into it because we were already in a profit on the buy.
Okay.
So that's why we did it that way. But you're literally, and I'm not front facing on that one. I'm literally have a pointer and I'm pointing right at the items and I'm going down as fast as I can. And the hardest part is trying to remember if you're pointing at an item that just sold, or is that the item that you're about to sell, or I forget, because it's tough, but it's a challenge. It's made to be fun and to challenge you as a reseller on Whatnot. It's hosted by Derek Fundamentals, who is scheduled to be a guest on our show, and Blaze and Bunny. Those are the two hosts of that, and they are two amazing sellers and just wonderful people.
They are.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what can viewers expect next from you? Any chance of seeing you do a live show, or you got anything coming up on YouTube?
I have a short coming up about selling Febreze for $60 that I'm gonna put out.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I really only put out so some people do YouTube because they feel like they have to get so much out. I just do it when I'm inspired. So that's why my stuff comes out so randomly. But yeah, I do a lot of shorts. I do long videos too, but only when there's a good sale, which it's not all the time. So
Right.
more
right,
shorts. Obviously, more shorts are coming up. I'm gonna get back into long form content, but it'll probably be later this summer or so.
And any chance to ever see Brenden doing a live show anywhere?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe in the future, but it's not something I'm really like planning on.
Right. Right.
Like I said earlier about the inventories, like I just don't have access to a lot of stuff like that. So I don't know. I might give it a try. I'm already approved and whatnot. I've been going through the process and all that stuff, but
Right.
I don't know. Do you have to redo that after a certain amount of time? I don't know.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think so.
I don't know for sure.
I believe they're actually a lot looser now than they used to be. So
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
imagine if you were approved, you should still be approved.
Yeah. Okay. Because that was
Yeah,
like,
lost all the-
man,
Oh,
that was over a year ago at least.
well, thanks again, everybody, for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Help us out with Stop Soldier Suicide and the Naughty Cat Cafe. Links are down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Thanks again, Brenden. You guys have a great
Thank you.
weekend.
Finger guns.